Hello, welcome back to my channel. We have a stitching buddy here to help today, haven't we? Say hi, Mitz. I have to move the camera slightly so you can see. Mitz, say hello. She's just decided, I started recording and then she decided she wanted to come and join me. So I don't think she'll stay, she'll probably just go and curl up on the couch in a minute. Won't you? But she's here for now, which means I won't be able to show anything just yet while she's sitting on my lap, but that's okay. We'll sort it out. So welcome back. My name's Leonie. This is Mitzi. And yeah, I'm back again. I haven't done an update video for a little while. Can't remember when the last one was. It was quite a while ago, I think. It was one of those impromptu ones that you decide to do, and yeah. But so I must do an update video, but in a way this will be a bit of an update video because I thought I'd do a bit of start doing a WIP parade. I don't know how far I'll get today. I have pretty much got most of the stuff here. Oh, excuse me. I thought I'd start with some really old WIPs, which really don't figure in my rotations at all because they're from a previous life, so to speak. But they're still sitting in the box. And there's a couple there I'd actually like to finish one day. Whether I do or not is obviously another matter. Yeah, I don't know. Then I've got some other ones which I've had around for, you know, this year's starts, last year's starts. There's a couple there from 2015 starts. Yeah, I really don't know where to start, to be honest, but especially now that I have somebody sitting on my lap, because it's sort of going to limit the way I'm going to show stuff. But if I don't get started, we're never going to get started. This has been one of those mornings where I've been taking a while to get myself going, and it's been stupid. It's an impromptu day off. It's not really a day off. I was actually not feeling very well yesterday, so I came home from work early. Got ready to go to work. As you can see, makeup's on, hair's done. Got almost to the train station and my stomach sort of decided that it wasn't very happy. So I got hubby to turn around and take me home. And I've been working from home without too many problems. So did an hour or so of emails and stuff, and then I thought, oh, I might just do a video and see how I go. So I'll just start it. I don't know how far I'll get. I'll try and do at least half an hour of it and get that uploaded. So we might have WIP parade in parts 1, 2, 3 and 4. But as you go, I'll show you obviously also the progress on some of the newer WIPs I've got. I've got some new starts since I last spoke to you. Yeah, it's sort of a bit hard to start when I've got a puppy dog sitting on my lap, isn't it, my darling? Are you going? Are you going? There you go. Toodle off. Right, good girl. I've got Felix down there as well, so all we need is Oscar to join the WIP parade and we've got everybody. But yeah, yes, so where can I start? What I might do is I actually will start with one that I don't know what I've done with the chart for. I'll obviously put it somewhere. This one is donkey's years old. I do not know when I started this. 96, 97 maybe. From memory it's a Graham Ross. Actually no, it's not. No, I can't remember. But essentially it's 5 cards. This is supposedly it was going to be for my dad. And if I was smart I would have remembered to look on my blog, because I think I blogged about this years ago as well when I started card number 3. But I don't enjoy working on this. It's just horrid. It's a hand-drawn chart, so you know, nowadays when you're so used to all the computer generated charts, when you go to the hand-drawn charts they're just not very nice to work with. It's also the all this back stitching on the ties gives me jip. Oh my god. But you know, they're gorgeous when you're done. They really are nice. But yeah, poor old dad. I think he's given up. He used to ask me when it was going to get done, but he's given up. I think he's forgotten about it. He is 77 after all, so you know. Maybe if I'm a nice daughter I'd get it finished for his 80th, but I don't think I'm that good. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so how about another one that I have got the pattern to show you. So this one is a, what is it, World Stitches by Susan Ryder. It was the chart. Now I bought this back in around the 2000, its publication is 2000, so I'd say I would have bought it then. At the time it was $23.55 from Stitches Corner here in WA. $23.55 back then was expensive. It's probably about normal for a chart these days, isn't it? This is got Pussycat and Puppy Dog having a cuddle. So this is being done on the called for linen. I don't even know what it was. I'll have to pull out the. Let's say no, it doesn't, yeah, 27 count. So it's either going to be 27 or 32 or whatever. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Just. So you can see the border's all done. And it all surprisingly obviously worked out. And then I was working on the top and down into the map. And all I did as far as gridding was obviously mark my centre lines. And that was it. And then it's actually a gorgeous design. I do know why I stopped working on it. I was stitching it at the time when I was married the first time round, so you know, it's one of those things that would have been displayed in our house, and obviously when you have a marriage breakdown, things change, and this was one of the ones that I sort of put to one side, and I've never gone back to it, unfortunately, but it's just one of those things. I actually probably should get it back out because I still like that design, and I love pretty much all things Egypt, so maybe one day I'll actually get that back out and finish it. Who knows? So another one that I have, let's see which one this is. Oh yes. This one is, as you can probably recognise, Beatrix Potter. Just fold this. So again, another one I've started donkey's years ago. I can't even remember when I would have started that, but this would have been probably the 2000s, early 2000s, and definitely it was in the previous life. So late 1990s, maybe. I can't even remember who I was stitching this for. It's a bird sampler, so bear with me half a second, and I will show you the pattern. So take it out the bag. Hasn't come out the bag probably since I stitched on it. Don't know whether there's a publication date on this. Is there a publication date? 1996. So publication date 1996. I don't think I started it in 96, so it would have been late 90s definitely. Can't think who I started it for. Somebody who got born. Don't think it was my niece. Maybe it was my niece. I don't know. But, and to be honest, I don't even know why I put it away. It's just one of those things you start and for some reason you put away. But yeah, just Jemima Puddle Duck was all done, and little Nutty, whatever his name is, and then I'd started on, don't know what the mouse's name is, I can't remember. I should remember all these things, shouldn't I? But yeah, it's cute. It's cute. One day, maybe I'll pull it out again. Who knows? Mark's boys might have children, and he'll have grandchildren, and maybe I will stitch it for that. But I don't know whether kids nowadays, I don't think they're interested in the Beatrix Potter and stuff, are they? So probably not. I hate to call anything a UFO, but you know, some of these are probably UFOs, sadly to say. So that's that one. What else have I got here? Oh, this one. This is a Country Companions. This I know I did start for my niece by the name of Emily. Let me just find the magazine for that one. Is it this magazine? No, it's not that magazine. Where did I bring it in? Oh yes, here it is. Sorry. We're just getting there organised eventually. Now this one came from a UK magazine, which is Needlecraft. I don't think they make this anymore. It's another one of those ones that went by the wayside. Publication was March 1998. Now my niece was born in 1997. She's 20 this year. And I know I definitely started it for Emily because she's an Emily and this is Emily. So I've done only that much. I don't even know why I put this one away. I think it was just one of those things you sort of get sidetracked onto something else and yeah. Maybe I should do it for her when she has children, if she ever gets married. That's also on an Aida. That other one was on an Aida, and looking at it I would say it's 18 count Aida. I would suspect. So that's that one. What else have we got here? This one, oh I love this. Absolutely love. This is on 14 count Aida. Just adore this one. Absolutely adore it. Just stunning. There's a little bit of gold work. So some gold metallic. I'll have to have a look and see what the gold metallic would have been. I doubt it was Kreinik in those days. Little cute little mouses. Isn't this gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Love this one. And this one is an old Stony Creek magazine. And it was Stony Creek cross-stitch collection from July, August 1996. So that's the front cover. So it's going to be a stocking, but of course I've never finished it. See if there's a better picture inside the magazine of it. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, look at that. Should go through these old magazines, you never know what you see. Tastes change over the years. So cute. No, I don't think there is another picture of it. No. Now this one, I started this would have been 1998, 1999 I would have done it. Actually no, it might have been 2000. It was for a friend who had their first child. Again, previous life situation. And when my marriage broke up, they decided they were going to be friends with my husband and not me. So I went, stuff you lot then, I ain't finishing this. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, because look, you know, I'm not far off finishing that. All I'm going to do is Teddy. Finish Teddy and finish the bottom, and basically it's done. Oh well. Again, another one maybe if my husband has grandchildren. There's no hope I'll have grandchildren except by his kids, so maybe, I don't know. So that's that one. Now this one, it's going to be a bit awkward to show. This one, this is on linen. Don't know, 28 count maybe, 32. Bit hard to see. I'll try and roll it up so that I can show you. It is all in whites and creams and sort of tanny sort of colours. This one, another bad story. And I don't know, where's the picture? It is called To Love and Cherish. Oh, this bag's so old it's going to fall apart. That's the design. That one there is what I was doing. This was for my brother's wedding. So this is obviously a publication around 94, 95. He got married to a really lovely lady, and I started stitching this for it was going to be for their first wedding anniversary. So I never got round to doing anything for their wedding. And she went on holidays to the UK and asked him to go, but he couldn't get time off work, so she ended up being over there for about 6 or 8 weeks. And when she came back, she basically said she was leaving him. She met someone over in the UK, and that was the end of that. So they were married almost 2 years when that happened. So of course I'd started that and I'd put it away because all that white and cream was driving me insane. And it's stupid because if you think about it, I'd almost done all the white and cream. But once the relationship disintegrated, it's the end of that. So that essentially is a UFO because I don't feel comfortable stitching it and giving it to him now for his current marriage. I don't feel I can stitch it for myself. I don't know. And I've just realised I've left another old WIP behind. I don't know where that is. That's weird. I'm not done with that. Oh well. If I find it, I'll show you another time. Now this one is another Egypt one. Again, started during that previous life stage, previous marriage. This I know I started again around the 2000s, and when's the magazine? The magazine's here. 2001 was the magazine, so there you go. So I must have started at late 2001 and my marriage split up in late 2002, so that's as far as I'd got on that, and I'll show you the design. That's on, I would say 16 count. Probably 16 or 18 count Ada, and that's in this magazine, which is old Cross Stitcher magazine. And how quickly can I find the design for you? Page 36. Quicker than I thought I could. So that's the design. So again, reasonably good progress on that. Only got the other half to do. And that's designed by, does it say? Just says Mishk Rack Designs. But it had beading. It's like, oh, that's beading. His arm, cuffs are beading. And that guy, his arm cuffs are all beading. There's beading, as you can see the detail, there's beading in the little supposed grapes that are hanging down. So yeah, that does have Krynic in it as well, I think. Yeah. Having looked at it now, I sort of think, it's not really something I would stitch now. So technically, I guess, another UFO. I don't know. Who knows? Because, you know, one day I'm going to retire and I'll be able to stitch all the things. Maybe. Now this one here, I pulled this out. I remember starting this years ago, back in the day. I don't even know where the pattern is for this, but this is a little hand towel, and I was doing it. I think it's like one of those books which will be sitting in my cupboard there somewhere, which is just on waste canvas and a repeat pattern. So all I had to do was finish off that one. And I remember taking this away when so I started this when I lived up north. That's how long ago this is, because I moved down from living up north in 1996 when I moved to Perth. So this is donkey's years old, and I remember bringing this to Perth with me and stitching in the hotel when I came down for a course at some point. So it would have been sort of 95, 96 when I started this, because I remember stitching this in the hotel. That's as far as that got, so you know, Oh, fancy that. There's a needle stuck in the towel. So yeah, I don't know. If I can find the book, I should probably finish that and pull that waste canvas out, and I'll have a pretty little towel. But yeah. Now, I don't know. I do have one more over there which I can probably pull out quickly. And then I might stop this because this one's 20 minutes. And then I will move on to newer WIPs. But let me just grab this one because it's easy to get hold of. Try not to bang the scroll around too much. Whoops. Try not to and still do it. It's a bit wobbly. So this one I started, and I will tell you, I think it was about 2014. This is called Buddha and Bonsai, and I'll grab the pattern in a second. And essentially this part is painted and then you stitch over the painted bit. This is on 14 count Aida, which came as a kit. So the tree, there's some, what is there, some half stitches. Yeah, it's mainly just plain crosses and half stitches. So the actual pattern looks like that. So as you can see, I've got a long way to go because, you know, the biggest bit of course is the tree. Oh yeah, so this is a Dimensions kit, and 2002 was the publication of that one, so I'm not sure how long I had it in my stash before I started it, but I remember buying it at the craft show, so I don't think I would have had it in my stash for too long before I started it. So that's that. I'm going to stop the video now, rearrange things, and I'll be back.